hurt my healing, but all you did was hollow me out. You wore a halo made of glass, acting holy, acting pure. But the moment that I touched it, I found cracks I can't ignore. You sold me dreams, wrapped in scripts you talked about forevermore. But behind that little smile was a fire meant for war. You loved the way I trusted, loved the way I gave you space. But you waited my reflection, cause it showed your real face. Every kiss was like a warning, but my heart was full of grace. I mistook your broken moments for a soul that needed faith in Moses. You look like heaven, but you hit me like hell. The lies tasted sweet, but the truth never fell. I believed in who you could have been, not who you chose to show. And that's how I got broken by your halo. Broken by your halo. Broken by your halo. You play victim in the daylight, play the same before the crowd. But at night you turn to someone who was jealous, cold and loud. You said I was in love and I said my presence wasn't enough. But I was drowning in the weight of keeping both our hearts above. You needed me obedient, you needed me confused. You needed me in pieces so your ego never bruised. Every time I question something, you flip truth and made me lose. Girl, you weaponize your kindness just to keep my soul abused. You look like heaven, but you cut like a blade. Your halo wasn't holy, it was something to play. I fell for all the things you promised back when I didn't know. You were the reason I was broken by your halo. Broken by your halo. Broken by your halo. I wasn't weak, I was loyal. I wasn't blind, I was hopeful. But you were never an angel. You just like looking powerful. You didn't need a partner, you needed a pedestal. And I learned the hard way that some halos aren't celestial. But now that I'm healed, I can finally see the signs. Every tear I shed for you was a line you crossed the line. You love the way I broke, cause it made you feel divine. But baby, call my hits, and she's always right on time. I ain't bitter, I ain't burning, I'm just calling what's true. You weren't evil, you weren't wicked, just addicted to the view. Love being worshipped, but you never learn to choose. A love that takes responsibility instead of running with it. You look like heaven, but you shattered like stone. Your halo never saved you, it was built on what you stolen. I walk away from who I thought you were and reclaim my soul. Now I got stronger from being broken by your halo. Broken. But never again.